rip my shirts while I eat at the buffet. Butter, you got your very own kind of nice. We all live inside a butter world. Oh, butter, gonna eat it by the sticks tonight. Gonna eat out this world. Oh, butter, I'm about to take a bite, 'cause I want that salty cream. What I dream about all night. Butter dreaming. I'm about to take a bite, 'cause I want that salty cream. What I dream about all.
Butter.
Butter.
All right, man.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Live. I am Jay, and we have our wonderful co-host, Mr. Anderson, here on my right.
Mr. Anderson. What's going on, everyone? It's Monday and it's night again. It's a beautiful afternoon or night, evening in Massachusetts, where we're streaming from. Wishing everyone a happy, healthy, nutritious start to the week. We just got done with our pre-show on Instagram. We're kind of just like breaking down some other things about what we'll be going into in further depth today. We have a great show planned for you. We're going to be spilling all the beans. Really, we're not gatekeeping anything here, not gatekeeping any information. This is going to be raw, unedited, unfiltered, no idealistic living, whatever. It's just going to be two real humans telling you what we're doing to get absolutely shredded, absolutely and utterly peeled. But before we get started, make sure you support the page, subscribe, like, leave us a comment down below, please. It helps for the algorithm. And if you don't already, follow us on all the other social medias, basically Butterfield on all platforms. Join our free Discord where we hold weekly Zoom meetings on Wednesdays. Check out our merch shop. Go buy some of our merch. We have the Make Butter Great Again hats and Have a Butter Day t-shirts. Really, just fun ways for you to strike up a conversation with a stranger and ask them what oils they use when they cook, right? But yeah, excellent.
Excellent.
We're going to get straight to it.
Let's get to it.
We have a lot to cover.
All right. Episode number 34. Starting with Push-Up August. All right. So we're doing as many push-ups as we can every day in the month of August, and we're all competing against each other. We do weekly check-ins on Wednesdays via Zoom, and you can add points on our Discord channel if you're participating. All right. So this is a leaderboard as of today. The latest leaderboard. So Curtis has 1,851 push-ups so far.
Yeah, shout out to Curtis.
Shout out to Curtis.
He really wants that hat.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Yeah, so while we are myself 1695, Anderson 1595, and Shannon working real hard with 919.
Yeah, she's been crushing it.
Yeah. Yep. And then King Zaggy 120, Serena Carnivore 100, and Waffle 50, Joey 50, Carla 48, Trevo 30, and Lady Dolan 20.
Do better, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's at least 10 push-ups. Come on, how hard is to do 10 push-ups?
Yeah, the whole point of the challenge is to get stronger by the end of the month.
Yeah. Yes.
We're gonna take all the gains if you don't do the push-ups. Come on. If you're watching this right now, you owe yourself 10 push-ups, please. Give me 10 push-ups.
Yeah, we're definitely taking the gains. And as my brother said, winner gets free merch.
Yeah, we'll be giving away one of the hats. Check out the merch, butterfield.com/shop, I think is the link.
Sounds about right. So last week we talked about using science to justify in going plant-based.
Yeah, we went plant-based as of last week.
We've been plant-based since last week. 100% true.
Yeah.
100% fact.
Meat is plant-based, right?
It comes from the cow that ate plant.
Yeah, and the cow is made itself from plants.
Mm,
Boom, boom.
exactly.
And the plants are made from soil. We're all soil. But yeah, go check out that episode. Anyhow,
Anyhow, energy deficits are ridiculous. Indeed. So our plan so far, our plan for the next. Oh well, so yeah, these are topics we're gonna be covering.
yes.
What we've done so far, and then in the rest of the 6 weeks, nutrition plan update. We're gonna talk about social drinks.
What?
Yeah, yeah. You know, we're just real humans.
You mean like Diet Coke? Is that a social drink?
Any kind of social drink.
Andrew Huberman doesn't approve.
I don't think he approves. Workout plan update. You know, what we're doing in terms of workouts. We're gonna explain energy balance, and then we're gonna talk about why you should focus on muscle and not weight loss.
That's right.
All right. So
So you can just hit it until we get all the pictures. So a bit of our history, just to show you, we've been doing this for a while. That's the weight I've logged on my Fitbit since what 2016, right? So I used to be very heavy. I think the heaviest I ever was like 230. I remember weighing myself and being too embarrassed to log it into my Fitbit. It was just when I was like around like 225, somewhere in like early 2017. Um, but yeah, just to show you a bit of the journey, since after the pandemic, that's when things really started to line up and make sense, right? Why taking care of your health is like really really important, and it's your first line of defense. That's a topic for another day. But anyhow, just a little bit of my history to show you. We've been doing this for a while. He's been doing it longer than I have, but we've had some good results in the past. Uh, Doing it in other ways. I think the 20 this picture from on the left, September 2022, when I was 185 pounds, when really tracking. I think that over then we were just doing lots of OMAD. So I saw some success with that. Then kind of like Christmas and my birthday came around. So when I was around February, I went back up to 205. Kind of felt good, being more relaxed. And then last year's results from last year's cut, when we were really dialed in, I got down to 182 pounds. You can see that, I noticeably packed on more muscle than. Wait, these dates are not correct.
oh yeah, it's
Yeah, the first
2021.
picture's from 2021. My mistake. But you can see that in a year, you can see the difference. I'm 3 pounds lighter on the September 2022 picture. And then in 2021, not 2022, I was feeling kind of small. Yeah, I was feeling kind of small. I was definitely looking better, more muscular, right? Which is what I want. And then we'll see what the results look like at this year. I predict when I get to 182, I'm going to look visibly more lean than I did it back in 2022, right? Because this time I have more muscle mass packed on from a previous bulk. Just a brief overview of my history.
Nice.
We have receipts. That's it. Where are your receipts?
Nice. So yeah, we're gonna quickly cover my weight history. So this is 2022. You can see that in the chart. You can see the heaviest I logged was 203, but the pictures that you actually see here is from February 17th, 2022, where I weighed 196. Right. So not my heaviest, but you can see like I'm definitely packing the mass over there. And then we went through a cut. It was a kind of an extended cut, doing a lot of strategies, diet breaks, other stuff to kind of help us throughout. Dropping down all the way in June 19th, 2022 to sub 180, so 179 ish. So these pictures are of then, and then we kind of floated there for the rest of the summer, and then we kind of decided to do one final cut before the start of October, and I kind of hit the same weight, a little bit lower, 176. That was even a lower low, you might say.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, it looked like in the pictures over here. And since then, from October to July, well, I don't, this is 2022. Just weight has gone up. We started the cut in July 10th, so that weight is not in this chart. So you can see that my weight has definitely gone up. There were a couple times I went towards 200 pounds back in April, and I also believe around the December, January, I was over 200 pounds too.
Yeah, it must have been all the hair, like you're here with a beard, then you lost the beard, boom, 20 pounds.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely helps shaving to lose the weight.
Yeah.
And here, more a longer time span, just to kind of show, different weights, how I looked. So this was June 18, 2017, 189 pounds, which I obviously don't look like this anymore at the same weight or heavier even. So yeah, this is my starting point, June 18, 2017. Went through a cut and then kind of bulked up. Here in February 2018, 185 pounds, much different body composition compared to June 2017. Cutting and bulking several times. To last summer, 176 pounds. So yeah, in the chart you can see, weight going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's because been doing several cuts and bulks.
Yeah, and look at the results. Look at 2018.
Yeah. Basically, you become heavier in absolute weight, but you also look way better, not disfigured.
Yeah, and I think a very nice goal would be to be able to be 200 pounds and just look like absolutely just muscular and shredded, and be able to like eat 5,000 calories in maintenance. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But that's what we're going for. That doesn't mean it's what you're going for. So that's just letting you know again, right? But now that we covered that, let's go into what we're doing now, what we did for the past 5 weeks, and what we're gonna do moving forward.
Yes. So the first week we had some onions and peppers that we had in our fridge because we had some family over. Obviously family is not carnivore, so we had some leftovers. Not bad. Still
Yeah.
lost weight anyway.
Yeah, you can still do it with onions and peppers. We just prefer to go the carnivore way.
Yeah.
It's just easier and simpler, and gotta think less, cook less, clean less, less trash. It's just, you gotta make it easy for yourself, right? So we're literally doing it like the most streamlined way possible
Mm-hmm.
with our nutrition plan, right?
Yeah. Weeks 2 to 6, yeah, has been strict carnivore diet. Yeah, I would say pretty much strict carnivore diet. It's 99% or 100% really.
Yeah, just straight red meat. We haven't even eaten bacon.
That's true. Yeah.
No pork, no poultry, no chicken. It's just been strict red meat. Lots of ground beef, and then some steaks. We had some lamb chops yesterday. Perhaps the still carnivore, but somewhat questionable, if you will. The 1% would be yogurt on the weekends. I think we that's one of the future points. But
Mhm.
yeah, the way we've been cooking, water-based cooking. What is water-based cooking, Jay?
Yeah, that's when you throw in your meats in a pot and you turn up the temperature and then cook the meats in the broth. And that's it.
That's it. Yeah, just cooking in pots, lots of like stews or broths, if you want to call them like that. Probably if you've watched us on Instagram, you've probably seen us eating like the boiled beef.
It's such a bad name, but doesn't taste bad.
Yeah,
It genuinely does not. It tastes good.
boiled beef does not give it justice, right? I mean, it's brothing, and we make a meat broth from the ground beef. It's simple, you don't have to. It's just less to clean on the pan too. And really, the main advantage is the food volume, right? So, well, also you minimize the loss of any nutrients, any water soluble nutrients. So you're able to retain those in the water,
Correct.
right? And since we're going on an aggressive cut, it's in our benefit to retain all the nutrients from the most nutrient dense foods known to human. Yeah, we haven't even eaten eggs. How crazy is that?
Yeah,
We had
yeah,
eggs on the first week. I just remembered.
that's true.
Yeah,
Eggs,
but we
man.
haven't been eating eggs. We've just been doing red meat. Feeling great. Um, but yeah, so retention of nutrients, simple, easy, convenient, less cleanup, all of
Yeah.
the above, and volume.
Volume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You feel full. And trust me, when you're restricting, you will reach a point where you start feeling hungry and then you want to continue eating more. So filling up yourself with broth, which is very low calorie, um, it kind of satisfy the volume sensation that
It's
you,
yeah, it's a good hack for our current goals, right? This has been carnivore 3 years, carnivore 5 years.
5 years. Yes.
It has not been the way we've been doing it forever. Okay, so you know,
Yeah.
um,
And we got the idea from Rory Bland from
That's right.
Rory's Kitchen.
yeah,
Cool guy. Cool guy.
he was doing boiled beef for supporting his gut health. So
Yeah.
we're interested in some of that too. Yeah, water-based cooking. You should give it a try. Don't hate on it. Yeah, 2,000 calories. Very aggressive from the start. We just set straight to 2,000, which is lower than what we were targeting last year during our cut. Um, Again, our goal is to get in, get out, done.
Mhm.
And then I think our protein has been landing somewhere between 140, 180.
140, 180.
Yeah, which puts us in that range of 0.7 to 1 gram per pound
Yeah.
of goal weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. This past weekend we did have like a protein day of 200 grams, 199 or so.
mhm,
So yeah, it's been all over the place, and that's the thing about restricting or going on a cut. It's like you can't optimize for both. You have to choose which one, and that's kind of like the cool aspect of it because it makes you appreciate. Sometimes you have to pick higher fat so you can feel better, or sometimes you have to pick higher protein so you can feel fuller.
that's
Right.
right.
So you're always making this decision, right? Of what do you find more valuable at that moment.
Yeah, yeah. And I think so far for most of the 5 weeks, we've been doing on the higher fat side of things. So lots of 80-20 ground beef that puts us in the 140, 150 grams of protein.
Mm-hmm.
And then as of last week, week 5,
Mm-hmm.
we started adding like more higher protein days. So we had like
Yeah.
maybe 2 days where we're close to 200 grams.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as he said, it makes you, it's good. It feels good to eat like that much protein because it fills you up, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's different from eating like on the higher fat side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But then also like you have a high fat meal, and then like it feels good, tastes delicious, but then you kind of feel like you're left hanging.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta pick. You gotta pick.
Yeah. That's right. Water-based cooking for the win.
Water-based cooking. Yes. And on Sundays, you've probably seen we do have a treat, Sunday Greek yogurt. It's still animal. Technically it's carnivore because it comes from an animal. It's high protein because it's Greek yogurt, but and it's pretty low calorie. Really, we end up having like 2 pounds of it, and some of the calories ends up being between 600 to 800. Last night was probably we had one that was 900. Sounds like a lot, but it's 2 pounds of food. That's pretty tasty. Feels like a treat. Satisfy the sweet tooth a little bit, or a lot actually, because it's 2 pounds worth.
Yeah, 2 pounds. It definitely gives us like a sort of like mental break.
Mhm.
Gives us that relief. It just makes the process much more enjoyable and sustainable for us as we move forward in the 12 weeks. Right. Again, we have a very clear goal here, and then it feels good to eat 2 pounds of food, and it's under 1,000 calories. And we could even stretch that further if we wanted to do like those Chobani zero sugars, which are 350 calories.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, insane.
For a 2 pound tub? Like
Yeah.
there's nothing in that except like protein and artificial sweeteners. Like, well, I think there's stevia in it. I, I I put it in the same ballpark, artificial or whatever. But like you could take 700 calories and have 4 pounds of food, right? And what we like to do, we serve it in a little bowl, throw it in the freezer. I think what 40, 60 minutes maybe. It
Mhm.
comes out and it's froyo. We make froyo because we don't have Sunday Greek yogurt. We have Sunday Greek froyo,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's great. It's great. And then there's gonna be some sugar in it. There's gonna be some lactose. Um, you decide. Still hit the calorie target. Get lots of protein. So then the carbs are gonna be variable. And we don't do it for the carbs. Uh, carbs are for taste and for pleasure, and they help. And regardless of the 100 grams of carbs, we're still in ketosis because we're in a deficit. That's the way it works. And we're probably gonna keep on doing this for the rest of the following weeks, doing that Sunday treat.
Mhm.
Probably just introducing more higher protein meals as we move forward, as the hunger starts to creep up,
Yeah.
which it will, and it has, and it is. So social drinks. That's a picture of me.
Just one drink, man. Uh,
That's not me.
so yeah, alcohol obviously is never optimal. It's not really, it is a macronutrient. It's 7 calories per gram, but obviously alcohol is never something that should be consumed on a daily basis or very frequently or in large volumes.
Yeah. If red meat is probably a carcinogen, alcohol is definitely a carcinogen. By the way, just saying. Okay?
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, so we there are a couple weekends over there where we had some friends over, 2 weekends where we were, being conscious of how much we were drinking and how much we were eating. Still hitting their calorie targets, but with social drinks. Obviously, it's not sustainable to do it every day. You gotta pick your weekends, pick your nights, and prepare accordingly, strategize accordingly.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we did what, like pick Saturday, and we did like 3 drinks.
Mm.
Might have done like 5 by accident. but yeah, so what that looked like was what, like, doing like an OMAD day.
Mm.
That we could just concentrate, like we basically just threw like a big grill party in both occasions, ate lots of grilled meat. It was delicious. Felt very good in that one meal. And then some drinks before and after. And yeah, you can balance it out if you set your intention forward. Obviously, we didn't get absolutely uh intoxicated. We didn't get absolutely drunk.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
That was not our goal.
Yeah, it's definitely not the
So-
goal to get to go crazy, right? Obviously, we're restricting food, so we're definitely going to be restricting how many drinks we have. The goal was just to be social, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Not 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 be try to be the life of the party or anything
Yeah, it was
crazy.
refreshing, right? Being social is also refreshing. You got to take those things into consideration. How are you going to implement this into your life? Other strategies could have been like introducing higher calorie days, so not 2,000, but maybe 2,500. Give yourself more wiggle room, and then like kind of like deduct those from other following days, or just treat it as a refeed kind of day. But then you're refeeding on alcohol, which is not ideal. So there's definitely ways in which you can incorporate this into your life and not have to like socially exclude yourself and become like a Tibetan monk or anything like that. Just to put that out there. A lot of people, the only solution they sell you is, in order to achieve health, you got to become this purist, right? Don't even like, no alcohol, no stretch shorts, no diet drinks, whatever, right? You name it, XYC. No cooking meat, because cooking meat is now bad according to some groups. And they preach this lifestyle of like being so zen and being such a purist and whatever and whatever. And like, if that's what your goal, that's awesome. I mean, by all means. But I think most people who are gonna watch this, and most people out there, they don't really care about becoming some purists. Really just want to like manage their weight effectively and be able to balance all the other things in their life. You know, you don't wake up and live to not die. You wake up and live to live, right? You're not being right. Yeah, we can move forward.
Yeah.
So
Workout plan. So, yeah, we've been doing PLP.
it's the reorganized PPL.
Yeah. Push, leg, and pull.
Yeah, that's the order we've been doing it. Yeah, push, legs, and pull.
Yeah. Yeah. Split routine 4 to 6 times a week. Ideally, six days a week.
Yeah, but things happen, you know.
Things happen. Yeah. And obviously, it's not something to get upset about if you miss a day, because things happen.
You'll be back tomorrow.
It's always
That's what
tomorrow.
matters.
Yeah. The workouts have been 1 to 1.5 hours long.
Yeah, we do tend to go pretty hard and pretty long. We enjoy the gym a lot, so you know, for us it's fun to go there every day and beat ourselves up.
Yes.
Not saying that you have to do this way or do a PLP or do a split or go 6 times a week. Okay, it's because we enjoy it. You can see tons of success doing 3 to 4 times a week and doing like whole full body workouts.
Yeah.
Pros and cons to all of those.
Yeah. So the first 3 weeks they were strength focused, shooting for 4 to 6 rep range. Second week, the second set of the following next 3 weeks is hypertrophy focused. Right. So this is how we introduce progressive overload. Right. There's progressive overload already built in the strength phase, where you're adding more weight each week, and then after your 3 weeks, you pivot. Now you're doing higher rep ranges. You obviously have to bring the weight down, but with the higher rep ranges, now you're still progressively overloading, so you can keep that positive stimulus in your body without having to adapt to a rep range or a weight.
Yeah, man. Without becoming too fatigued of doing the same workout in an already, you know, depleted state, like being in a deficit, right? Is what we mean.
Yeah.
It's fun to switch up the routine, and if you do it right, it's fun to like feel sore again, because you know by the time you're in that third or fourth week of the first strength focused phase, you know you're becoming adapted, right? Like maybe you're not feeling, you're becoming adapted and conditioned to the program. Once you switch that up, it's like, wow, it's a surprise, right? Like we did some hip thrusts for our leg day the other day, which we hadn't done hip thrusts, didn't do hip thrusts before. And man, I definitely felt that in my glutes, despite the fact that, you know, we were squatting like 225 plus,
Yeah.
right? But it definitely felt in the glutes, right? Again, different stimulus, producing that response, maximizing retention of muscle, potentially even some recomping and maybe some muscle gains. It's hard to know without doing DEXA scans or whatever, but you can definitely feel it. You can definitely feel it, right? That's part of the key to making this as good as possible, reducing the muscle wasting.
Yeah. And you know, always most of the times, about 90% of the times, we do a light warm-up and stretching beforehand. Yeah, it just really, I feel like it really energizes me and puts me in the mood even more doing that before starting to hit it hard at the gym.
Yeah, you get the blood flowing, you know, we don't have active jobs, so you know, gotta like realign yourself, right? Warm up the muscles.
Yes.
Don't just go straight into it.
Yes. Cardio, big question.
A big lever you can pull.
Yes. So we haven't done any conscious cardio in the first 4 weeks, meaning, you know, we've just been doing the calorie restriction and then leading our daily lives, no added cardio.
Yeah. Weeks. Well, I guess it would be week 5 to 8. Or well, 5 on forward, really.
Yeah.
Is what we're shooting for now, right? So introducing more activity.
Correct. Yeah. 2 to 3 20-minute sessions per week. You know, we're going from 0 to 20-minute sessions. That's significant, and you know that's gonna continue speeding up our results.
Yeah, and that's probably gonna look like walks, jogs, or swims.
Yeah.
preferably outside, not in the gym, not in the machines, not the treadmill or elliptical, nothing like that. But that could be an option.
Yeah. And last week we did a 30-minute walk and 2 1-hour backyard work sessions, right?
Yeah.
So
So
it's a sneaky way to add activity and to add in cardio by actually being productive.
yeah, we're trying to work on our backyard. Maybe we'll talk about that down the line at some point, what we have planned. But we have no idea what we're doing, no experience working a garden. I don't want to really pay anyone to do it, so uh, it's something we'll figure it out. But it's required lots of shoveling and cleaning up and raking. We had a cold compost pile. It's great. I'm very excited for what we're gonna grow there.
Yeah. Then concerns, muscle wastage, hunger, mood, energy, low bowel movement frequency.
Yeah. So on those fronts, muscle wastage. You definitely lose a bit of size, but that's just gonna be like you getting leaner too, and
Yeah.
losing that fat under your skin. In order to look absolutely peeled. But we're not really concerned for muscle wastage. Someone asked us like, why don't you eat 3 to 5 times a day to maximize muscle protein synthesis? And it's like that just sounds like a recipe for hunger. It feels good to eat 1 or 2 meals a day and be able to get satiated. And you can't optimize for everything at once, right? Like we're cutting for a very specific purpose. Once we get to bulking, we'll be having 3 meals, right?
Correct.
That's it. And again, with the right programming, with an animal based high protein nutrition, high fat, high protein, red meat, everything is working in our favor to reduce all the muscle wastage. Like there's nothing else you can do on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're having the best quality protein source and you're doing the right workouts, you're doing the best, right? All of these like splitting your meals into 5 meals just adds more stress, takes away more time, right? It's not, it's we're already are sacrificing 12 weeks of our life on restricting, so we become shredded. And then just throwing even more complicated meal planning is it's just it. Sure, we are advanced. We could probably plan it out, but we enjoy time not thinking about stuff like this.
Exactly, exactly. And last year during our cut, we were doing 3 meals, and even that felt like, like you would eat a meal and be left hanging, like you
Yeah.
didn't hit that point, right? And it's just so much easier to have 1 or 2 meals, have some coffee in the morning. Yes, we drink coffee too.
Mhm.
um and then just like get to work, get to work, get distracted, forget that you have to eat, and drink lots of water, which brings us to the next point, right? Hunger.
Hunger.
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Same.
so week 5, it's only going to keep on getting tougher, but then there will be some adaptive response from our body. But again, leveraging higher protein, higher fat days, meals, and also leveraging, using the broths to fill us up, drinking lots of water and sparkling water, to provide that gut distension that is one of the factors that influences satiety,
Yeah.
sensation of fullness.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's unavoidable. Carnivore diet definitely helps stave off the hunger, but when you're in a situation like this where you're really trying to get shredded, reach new levels of body fat, you're gonna get hungry because you've never been here before and your body doesn't like it, so your body's gonna make you hungry. Such is it, right?
Yeah.
We live in the age of abundance. Just deal with the hunger, man. Mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting hangry. Well, irritability, um, maybe just a little bit. Just irritated that, oh, I can't eat anymore, or oh, work sucks even more.
Yeah, yeah, but every time after a meal, you feel very different, right? You feel the reward. You're like grateful for the meal. It tastes
Mm,
delicious
mm,
every time you have it. we say a little prayer before the meal. We're like,
Mm.
man, grateful for the meat and for the stock, and let this meal nourish our bodies, because you really get to appreciate every meal you have. And yeah, it's just very different from just like eating your heart out like every time, right? So definitely get to enjoy the food more. And then energy. uh yeah, really got to prioritize sleep. um Sleep, electrolytes, hydration, those are very, very key to maintaining high energy levels. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, definitely feel a drop in the energy at this point in week 6.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel a drop in the energy in the gym, and in the mornings.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we just gotta be more conscious about getting more recovery, getting more sleep, in order to offset these energy drops. And obviously, this is where kind of your love for the game and your motivation, or yeah, just like your enjoyment of going to the gym and achieving your goal, is gonna help you get there.
Yeah, right. And low bowel movement frequency. I mean, yeah, I think I went today. I didn't go like the past couple of days, like 2 days maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
One,
with even
it happens.
yeah, it happens.
It's
Same.
less volume of food.
Less volume of food, less things to process, and the quality of food is at its best, right? Animal foods, so your body's gonna absorb most of it. So yeah, there's really very little wastage. So there's that.
Yeah. All right. So we're almost at the top of the hour. So let's just shoot through this part.
Shoot through this part.
Um, because we still have to check out the videos. And by the way, we broke down all of our plan before. When we started this, it was episode 29, right? If you want to go check that out, that was when we started it. So today we're doing an update, and then we'll do an update in like a few weeks. But long story short, energy balance for dummies is well, this is wrong. um but the energy balance is energy out and minus energy in, right? And energy out is going to be your total daily energy expenditure, right? So what is total daily energy expenditure should be the next question. Go ahead. Yeah, mainly characterized by these three things: TF, the thermic effect of feeding. So different micronutrients have a different uh, effect on the energy input that it's required to like extract the energy out, right? Physical activity. This includes, intentional and non-intentional activity. So me talking right now, moving my hands like this. This is considered NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And then EAT, exercise activity thermogenesis, is going to be what we do on purpose. So like introducing the cardio sessions, moving the weights around, lifting weights up and down. That's going to be the physical activity. And then you have your basal metabolic rate, your BMR. This is just the energy required to just keep you alive, right? So more. Why do we prioritize muscle? Because we want to build up our BMR, because we have more lean muscle mass. So there's more to maintain, and it's more energy draining. So that means you can eat more and look more jacked, right? Which is, I mean, by all means, what many people wish for, I guess. I mean, I certainly don't wish to eat less, you know. um, yeah. So these three categories will make your TDEE, your energy out, total daily expenditure. Yeah, moving forward, different macronutrients, different TEF effects of different macronutrients. Fats has the lowest one, so it takes very little energy to get the energy out of fat, 0 to 5%, carbs 5 to 10%, and protein 20 to 30%. That's why the more protein you eat, higher protein diets, not only they produce more satiety, but the more protein you eat, the more calories you will burn, right? So over a long period enough of time, it can make a difference, right? It's pretty simple. And then why you should focus on muscle, not weight, not the weight scale. So yeah, just shoot through these. Any reasons to build muscle? For the sake of time, you can read them off the screen. We covered this in episode 29 in great depth. But guys, muscle is good. It's protective. It'll keep you leaner, makes you strong, control of your environment, looks good, feels good. Yeah, don't be like those other guys. There's the fat acceptance people, and then there's those guys who are like, oh, muscles. It's not good. Who cares about your muscles?
Yeah.
You're weak. And yeah. kind of talked about these two as we were going through the update. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just-
Lifestyles to consider: stress levels, substance use, sleep, wholesome living, relationships, and friendships. You know, other stuff.
yeah,
Very important to consider.
you live to live, guys. Okay, you don't live to protect yourself from EMFs every day and things like that. To be paranoid and eat raw meat and make yourself basically unappealing to every other friend or family member you have. So it's all about balance in that sense.
Concluding thoughts: cutting is not optimal and it is a temporary endeavor. Careful and intentional planning is necessary in order to execute a good cut. Carnivore diet can be a lifestyle or a momentary platform for health, right? We choose to do carnivore diet for everyday life, and we choose to do a carnivore diet for cutting. It works.
Yeah, it's simple, man. Imagine having to weigh out broccoli and rice and lean chicken breast like your standard bodybuilder bros, and like meal prepping these little Tupperware containers of broccoli and rice and chicken. Dude, bro, just eat a pound of ground beef. Like, yo, you want to get ripped? You want to get jacked? This is the easiest, most streamlined way to do it. All those other ways, it's just, you know, too many variables. It works, but I'm not eating broccoli and rice and chicken breast, man. I'm not doing it. You can do it. I'm not doing it. I'd rather eat some fatty ground beef. Excellent.
Whoa.
Yeah. This
So a bit of the highlights. Well, not highlights really. I mean, it is what it is. Who should we show first?
let's do me first. Most impressive second.
So here we go, Mr. Anderson, week 6. This was recorded today, right? So let me see. Yeah, people should be able to see it. This
Yeah.
was recorded today, right?
Raw footage.
Real honest footage.
You should have lowered the brightness a little bit. Look, produce more shadows, but uh, imagine the brightness is a bit lower.
Here, I'll shrink you so you look even bigger.
There we go. Okay, yeah, but you can see the app definition coming in. You can see like sometimes you can see a bit of the
The
chest striations. Yeah,
rib cage, you got it.
rib definition, bicep definition. Yeah, I definitely feel the difference. You know, still a few weeks to go. Looking buff like an ox.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Push up chest. You can tell from the push up, it's pumping up your chest.
yeah. I have a nice vein coming along on my biceps up to my shoulder, my front delts. But I mean, I notice a difference. You know, people are too used to like seeing roided monsters on social media today. So this is what the ideal male physique looks like. Look at that natural vein.
Yeah, nice vein. I like it.
Yeah,
That's definitely new.
look at those quads,
Yeah, much
the
better
hamstrings.
shoulder definition.
We don't skip leg day here, baby.
Your triceps are coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, the vein.
that's really good.
Yeah,
Dude, it's a
and it's pretty crazy how
fat tricep.
just taking out a little bit of fat. Well, taking out fat just makes you look more muscle, like you have more muscle.
Yeah.
You're basically uncovering the muscle that's in it.
Yeah, look at those latissimus dorsis, whatever you call the lats. You just like skip forward a little bit, so you get the lats. Yeah, there we go.
Dang, wide back.
Bro, wow, that looks big.
Yeah, that's wide, man. You're like ready to take off.
Ready to spread my wings and fly. It's kind of hard, like trying to get the right pose for the back.
Yeah, the
Still
back
needs-
poses. I honestly I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, it still requires some work. Posing is an art. It's not as easy as you think. If you know, I hit the side bicep again. Wait, do we want to show the one from the beginning?
From the beginning?
Yeah, do you have that around?
I got those.
Yeah, 7'9". That's me rolling up my shorts. You see noticeable. Oh yeah, noticeable less definition on the abdominals.
Yeah, less definition.
Yeah, you have to watch all of it, but we can if you just want to like skip. You know, yeah, you see
Yeah.
less definition on the biceps, definitely less on the back. Like, I mean, if you pay attention, you can definitely
Yeah.
see the difference.
There's no bicep vein,
Yeah, very,
or it's barely visible.
very minimal. Yeah, I don't know how to flex my. There we go. Nice. You can tell I was carrying some fat on the back. It's now gone.
Yeah. I mean, the chest definition, it's not there.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a difference of what? Like, I think I was 206 and I clocked in 191. So 15 pounds in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So, you know, definitely excited to keep on moving forward. And again, the goal is to get absolutely peeled. Okay, it's not easy.
Yeah.
We might lose our minds in a couple weeks. So you'll get to see the damn. You look like a bionicle, bro.
So, this is me, week 6, day 36, recorded today this morning. Yeah, definitely looking more shredded,
Lean and mean.
more lean. It's weird. I feel like I look bigger, which is not really the case.
Dude, you are like, yeah, of course you look bigger. It's all an illusion. But the illusion is bigger now. Yeah, man. Nice trap flare.
Trap flare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, the chest is looking nice and full from all those push-ups during the August push-up challenge.
Oh yeah, August push-up challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell Jay's been doing this for a longer time.
Yeah, it's like that muscle maturity you get with more years of lifting.
Yeah, and the quads are pretty well defined.
Oh
Very well,
yeah.
nice split there.
Yeah, that's definitely new too. Um, the quads. Something in the bodybuilder community is that people shave their legs. I can understand. Yeah, quite the vein pumps, a lot of vascularity, shoulder definition, chest definition.
Yeah, biceps look huge.
Yeah, biceps look big. Oh, the back. I didn't see how my back looks.
Yeah, I mean you can tell that it's definitely very dense. Nice.
Yeah, definitely have no idea how to present the back. But yeah, no, yeah, you can see the muscles here, like the lower back, mid back. They're starting to come off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. But cool. That's me. Um, just out of curiosity, from the start of the cut. Oh yeah, this is the raw footage. So I'm like,
Oh man,
yeah, pretty much.
huge difference.
Yeah, looking pretty soft. I mean, still you can tell I have muscle, but this is me 15 pounds, 14 pounds heavier.
Yeah, I mean the ab definition is very clear, very stark contrast
Yeah,
in just how your abs look.
yeah. Less vascular.
Yeah, vascularity in the arms. Yeah,
Oh, the back.
I mean what you've lost like 10-15 pounds as well.
Yeah. So yeah, 193 down to 180, 179. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna make a great video at the end of the cut. How I lost 30 pounds.
I mean,
in
yeah,
12 weeks.
we're in week 6, so we still got quite a bit to go.
But excellent. We got through all of this. It was a lot, and we managed to keep it under an hour. We wanted to keep it a bit shorter, so we're just gonna wrap this up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Shout out to Courtney. I see she left us a comment.
Shout out to Courtney.
Eat meat, guys. Eat meat. Again, check out the website. Go buy some merch if you want to work with us. If you need help with your weight loss or bodybuilding journey, hit us up. Send us an email. You can check out the website for more information on the coaching, or DM us the word fueled. That way, it's just easier for us to screen on Instagram. Check out the links down below in the description. Support our affiliates. That's all I have for you today. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and wishing everyone a happy, healthy, and more nutrient-dense era. Till next time.
Peace.
Gonna eat it by the stick tonight. Gonna eat it.